Yo, John Cook here. Today I want to be talking about how I'm obviously not where I want to be at, but I can see it happening. I can see it happening where all the suffering that I have been through in the past couple of years, all the lessons I have learned, it's almost becoming true. Now it's just up to me to put in the hard work. Same thing with you. I have an amazing opportunity right now to work for this life insurance company. And out of out of 1,000 people, I got hired. Like, this is so rare for me to get hired. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm trying to be obsessed with sales. Like, I'm beyond blessed. But before I get into that, I just want to kind of come here and say, when you're broke, because, dude, trust me, I have been broke. I have been broke. I'm 20 years old, and like through 2.5 months, I will be 21. I hate living off my parents, bro. I hate it. And before you're like, well, why don't you get a job? I'm going to be quite honest, I tried. And this is where I have it written down. There's Deuteronomy, chapter 16, verse 22, how you should never judge somebody because you've been through the same situation as them. I used to be an alcoholic. I will never judge an alcoholic because I was in the same situation as them. I can help them, but I will not criticize them. And what I'm trying to say is, I can understand why it's so hard to find a job, but if you stay in that negative mindset, at 18 years old, I was making six figures on the power lines. 19 years old, I decided to quit to chase a dream. The only person who believed in me was my mom. That was it. My dad didn't believe in me. Of course, my mom would. We have some arguments here and there, But my dad didn't believe in me. My girlfriend at the time said she believed in me. She did not believe in me. Otherwise, she'd still be with me. I went through a lot in the past couple years. And I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. It's so worth it. Because I've been lost, figuring how in the hell am I going to pay my bills? Because I can't stand my parents paying my bills. I can't stand it. And when I was 18 years old, well, actually by the time I was 15 years old, my parents, hey, you're going to start working. No, I was 13. But anyway, I started paying for my old bills when I was like 15 years old. Because they put that in my mindset, which is good. I'm very, very blessed that happened. Now, when you're 18 years old, you're making six figures, you're paying all these type of bills, and you're like, screw, I'm going to take this risk, thinking it's going to work out like that, and it doesn't. I've been there. I've been in your exact shoes, but the only thing that you have is belief. It's right here. That's all you have. Like, it's on the front of your brain is belief. I wish I could put like a little movie in the past almost 3 years of what I've been through. And it would explain so much better. Because when I'm saying, oh, you haven't been through that much. But me and my dad used to get in some fights. Me and my mom used to get in some fights. I was so delusional. I still am. I'm so delusional for success. I remember, the amount of times I cried. The amount of times I just wanted to give up. The amount of times. And here's another thing about the job. I tried, so I applied. I don't know for how many jobs. I applied for I don't know how many jobs, never heard anything back, or I got declined. So it was either this or nothing. It was either I'm going to be successful or nothing. That was it. And I'm not successful yet, but I can feel it coming. It's almost there. There was times where I put my ego over everything, and then there was also times like I'm so glad this happened, where my ego got crushed, and I said I believed in Jesus, but I really didn't. My fruits were not speaking I believed in Jesus. I kept putting myself over him, and gosh, like I wish I could just put a movie of like my life, like I could see it happening. I say my goals to myself every morning. I have them written down. And I pray that this opportunity goes well, which it will. It will go well. Every time you speak something out, most of the time it's going to become true. So I need to be careful how I speak. And it will happen. I just remember being so broke. I remember I tried business after business after business. Lost thousands of dollars. I was suicidal. Then my girlfriend left me. Then oh my gosh. I can feel it. I can feel it coming. I'm so delusional. I'm so crazy for it. Jesus was the only one there. And my mom. Like, I love my mom. Like, I would do anything for my mom. She was the only one who believed in me. She would pray about me, and God would, like, speak to her, like John Mark said. God would tell her, don't worry about John Mark. Like, and like one person who I take inspiration from, and one person who I will always take up for, is Conor McGregor. Especially in his younger years. He wasn't close to Jesus and everything. I completely understand. But, like, he had so much, like, his dad was blue collar. My whole family's blue collar. I'm not. I'm not a blue collar man. I couldn't tell you put on a damn toilet or fucking build a playhouse. I'm not that type of guy. But I do have belief in myself. I'm so crazy delusional. I truly believe in a couple years I will be driving a Bugatti. I truly believe a lot of people would know my name. I truly, truly believe I will be a multi-millionaire. I will be running a good business. I will be helping people. Like, I'm so delusional about that. And the reason why about Conor McGregor, I come from a blue-collar family, and so I was looked at as, you're lazy. Oh, you're not working with your hands, you're lazy. Conor McGregor looked at the same way for him. Well, if you're not going to college, what are you going to do? I don't know. Make money. How are you going to make money? I don't know. The amount of arguments I would have with my parents, mainly my dad, the amount of arguments I would have with him. And sometimes my mom, and like, it'd get to your head. Then you have your girlfriend not believing in you. Then you have all these other people, like you see them go to college, they're having fun, they're successful, they're making it, they're doing big things at 20, 21, 22, 23. And I'm over here just like, I don't know. Like, this shit better pay off. It will. Like, I'm so delusional. Like, the amount of, like, books and, like, the amount of stuff, which I cleaned it. But, like, I had paper everywhere. I had paper most of the time over here. I have, like, stuff over here. And I have, like, my wall over here. I have books. Like, I'm so delusional for this. Like, nobody was there for me. I remember I was so broke. When I lived outside of Fort Worth, I was so broke. And I just kept seeing all the people who were very successful. I just seeing that stuff every day. I remember I would go days without eating. I would just pray. Hopefully, like our company, sometimes like somebody would bring like a whole bunch of food for us to eat. I would just hope, because I had no money. I couldn't eat. I remember like the only person who took care of me was my mom. So I would just wait until the weekend. I would wait until the weekend until I could drive back home. Even if I was on call. I worked in the power line. So people in the power lines, you know, like you're on call. I didn't give a damn. I was hungry. I had no money. And I would drive home and I just eat as much as I could. I would bring some food back if I could. My mom would make me like some of these burritos. And sometimes, you know, she wouldn't. And then sometimes, like, I remember the water froze. I didn't take a shower for a couple of days. Sometimes a couple of weeks. Not a couple of weeks, but like a week and a half. Because the water was frozen. Like, and I was so alone. I don't ever want to feel that again. I don't ever want to be like that ever again. I remember I was on my knees. I was on my knees praying, just screaming, like, get me out of here. I want to be a successful businessman, God. I want to be a successful businessman. I quit my job. I tried to learn high-ticket sales and affiliate marketing. Got scammed $6,000. Now, what the hell do I do? Well, you can either learn from that mistake or you can just dwell on it. I did dwell on it for a little bit because I'm like, damn it. Like, what do I do? Like, what the hell do I do? And I'm much more mature now. I have way more wisdom now. I'm way more careful now. And I invested some more money. The amount of money I lost, and I started a marketing company with like 2 or 3 other people. Boom, that screwed up. Then I just kept trying and kept trying. Sometimes, for me, maybe some people can relate to this. When you pray to God and you want to be a businessman, you want to be a millionaire, you want to make a lot of money, or you want to be this type of person. Some of you will get what I'm saying. Man, let me tell you something. You will be that type of person. You will be a successful businessman. There's no doubt about it. But after how many failures? It took me, oh my gosh, I can't imagine how many failures it took me. It took me a lot of failures for me to become the person that I am now. It took me so much. And after failure, I was just like, all right, fuck it. That one failed. Let's try another one. I'm so delusional. Because every time you fail, you're right. You're right there. I can't do it. Like, I can't live my life like the rest of these people. I can't. It's either I live at the lake and just be a hippie. No responsibility, just be a hippie, enjoy my life, or I be at the top. Like, I just remember those nights. Like, I'm sure some of y'all know that saying, every single person you look up to, or there's a chapter that you didn't see. Gosh, that's so true. That's so true. I remember a couple years ago, Iman Godzi, or like he liked to post, and it was like the caption was, every single successful entrepreneur has one of these nights. And the audio was just like a person bawling their eyes out. I was like, well, I was like, okay, I can kind of relate. I guess I'll relate to that maybe sooner or later. Oh my gosh. Bro, if you ain't been through that, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. Like, I just thank Jesus every day. He was the only one there for me. Like, I've been there, bro. I've just told some of y'all. And I've also told you I've made a lot of money. Like, I've been there, but you gotta be hungry. You gotta want this. And I'm telling myself that too. You gotta want this. You gotta make it your life. Just for a short amount of time. You gotta be aware, extremely aware. Like, it's just funny how, like, Jesus works. And like when you write down your goals, you say them every day. When you say your goals every day, then boom, he gives you an opportunity like no other. And all you got to do is just make it work. Because I've been saying these goals for a month and a half, 2 months. Somewhere around there, 2 months. And I was just like, oh, I'm going to make $20K a month in sales. I don't know how. I had no idea how. I didn't know. I didn't have a sales job. I don't know where I was going to get a sales job. I've worked 3 previous sales jobs before. No, two sales jobs before. But I didn't have one right now. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I did not know what the hell I was going to do. So I'm just like, I don't know. Don't know how. Boom. It gives me an opportunity. Like, it's just crazy. Like, looking at these and it's complete delusional. Like, a lot of these people, man, they don't understand. Being trapped. Like, you trap yourself in your mind. You trap yourself in your room where there's nowhere to go. And you may be trapped in your room for 6 months or a year. I'm talking about isolation is like crazy. You almost go mad. But there's no other option. And very little people understand what I'm talking about. You're not crazy. Those people who are normal, those people are crazy. How could you live a life like that when God gives you another day to breathe? I don't understand it. My grandfather was the smartest man I ever knew. Smartest man I ever knew he probably will be to the day I die. He definitely did not waste his life because he was a genius. Some people say, oh, he wasn't that healthy or whatever. He wasn't a multimillionaire. He could have been a millionaire if he wanted to. My grandfather could have been a multimillionaire if he wanted to. But he chose not to because he didn't like that. But he did not waste his life. He dedicated his whole life to knowledge. And I am the only one who listened. The only one who listened to him. The amount of knowledge I got from him is insane. He read over like 10,000 books. He had a 2-car garage. That was a library. And one thing I hope is just like, man, I hope I don't die today. If I do, I'm very blessed. If I die today, I'm happy. I get to go see my Lord and Savior. I can't wait to meet him. I seriously can't sometimes because my flesh is horrible. But there's also times where, not yet. Let me achieve this. Even though it means nothing, let me see what this is about. Let me help some more people. And let me see what that is about. And some of y'all who are going through major suffering when you just can't even make a penny, or some of y'all can't even find a job, trust me, dude, I've been there. Like, it's like God is like, no, you need to stay. Oh, here's some money, take it away. Like, he will do that until you mature, until you realize what he's doing to you. And it took me 2 years for that to happen. So, but it's all part of the process. And how to make the process shorter, dude, you need to learn spiritual warfare. You need to learn how to get out of that. You need to sit down with yourself, not just with yourself, but with Jesus, how to get over that. It's very, very important. It's extremely important. But You meet a lot of people say they want it. They don't want it. And a lot of people understand I was delusional. I still am. I just remember having no money. Like, not like college broke. Like, it's different when you're college broke and it's like, okay, it's normal to live off your parents. But for me, it wasn't. For me, it's like, I was like, I'm not trying to waste my life, I'm trying to hurry up and get there. And it's different too when you're making six figures and you go to broke. It's like, oh, But it's okay though. I will be there. I will be there. I just remember, like, in the darkest moments of my life, I don't know how I woke up another day. Like, I'm telling you, if you can just keep going through that suffering, you may be driving a piece of shit car, Toyota Corolla, or a horrible Ford Ranger. Keep being delusional. Keep being delusional. It's going to pay off. It may take you 3 years, it may take you 1 year. You don't know. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. That suffering. When you're in that suffering, you have to consider the joy. Not just because, obviously, what is this trying to teach me? But the most important, you should feel happy when you go through suffering, even though it sucks, because Jesus went through the same thing you went through. Now you get to know what your Lord went through. When you have an anxiety, I thought I would never have anxiety. I was like, man, that shit's gay as hell. I ain't no faggot. Boom, nigga, I got anxiety. Like, crazy anxiety. Like, and Jesus' anxiety was so bad that he was sweating blood. Blood. Crazy.